If you're seeing this, pause, don't scroll, because this is not an accident, it's not a coincidence. This moment right here, right now, was meant to find you. You could have been anywhere on the endless stream of distractions, but somehow you landed here. Somehow, in the middle of all the noise, you stopped, you listened, you felt something tug inside you. That's not random, that's alignment, and that small decision, to stop instead of scroll, just placed you ahead of 99% of the world. Most people never pause long enough to see. They're awake, but not aware. They move, but they don't live. They exist, but they never feel. But you felt something. Something whispered in your soul, "This message is for me." And you're right. It is, because maybe you've been doubting yourself lately. Maybe life has felt heavy. Maybe the world has been trying to convince you that you're behind, that you're not enough, that everyone else is moving faster than you. But what if I told you that slowing down is exactly what puts you ahead? See, 99% of people are addicted to movement, scrolling, chasing, comparing. They run from silence, they run from thought, they run from themselves, but you stopped. You broke the pattern. You're here, and that's the difference between drifting and awakening. Somewhere deep inside you, there's a quiet voice that refuses to die. It's the part of you that knows you were made for more than just surviving. It's the whisper that says, "I don't want to live an average life." That voice is your truth, and you've been ignoring it for too long. But tonight, or today, or whenever you're hearing this, something inside you decided to listen. And that decision right there is rare, it's sacred, because most people will never reach that point of awareness. They scroll through life looking for a moment that changes them, but they never stop long enough to realize they are that moment. You are every challenge you faced, every disappointment, every time you were left out, overlooked, underestimated. It wasn't to destroy you. It was to wake you up, to remind you that diamonds are made under pressure, and you were born for the fire. You've probably felt disconnected from people lately. Conversations feel shallow. You see people laughing, smiling, pretending they're happy, but you can feel the emptiness behind their eyes. You wonder if something's wrong with you for craving more depth, more purpose, more meaning. Let me tell you the truth. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just awakening in a world that's still asleep. You're noticing what others ignore. You're feeling what others suppress. You're searching for what others fear to find, and that makes you different. The world will tell you to numb it, to fit in, to blend, to stop thinking so much, to stop caring so deeply. But you can't, because your soul was never meant to live shallow. That discomfort you feel, that restlessness, that strange sense that you're meant for something bigger, that's purpose tapping on your heart, asking to be remembered. You felt it before late at night, when the world is quiet. You stare at the ceiling, wondering where your life is going, wondering if you'll ever feel fulfilled. You think about the dreams you buried, the goals you postponed, the versions of you that you lost along the way. And even though it hurts, that pain is proof you're still alive, because numb people don't feel pain. Lost people don't reflect. The 99% run from the truth, but you faced it. You stopped running, and that's the moment everything starts to change. The world doesn't change when you move faster. It changes when you start seeing differently. Let me tell you something powerful. You are already further ahead than you think. You've survived days you thought would break you. You've endured battles no one knows about. You've carried weight that would have crushed others. And yet, you're still standing. Don't let comparison steal that truth from you. Just because your success doesn't look like someone else's doesn't mean you're behind. In fact, your struggle is your training ground. Every scar, every setback, every lonely night. It's all shaping you into someone unshakable. But the world won't clap for your process. It only claps for your results. So when you're growing, healing, learning, they'll call it quiet. They'll call it wasted time. They'll say, "What happened to you?" And you'll smile because you'll know you're transforming. If you can hear this, I want you to remember, you are not late. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are becoming. You see, 99% of people chase after validation. They crave applause. They live to be seen. But the 1%, they work in silence. They build in the dark. They train when no one's watching. And that's where you are right now. In the shadows of preparation. This is your becoming season. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, and it's not quick. But this is where greatness is born. This is where purpose finds its voice. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you move ahead of another million people. Every time you choose reflection over reaction, you elevate your frequency. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you rise higher than yesterday. That's what it means to be ahead of 99%. It's not about money. It's not about fame. It's about awareness. It's about becoming conscious of what really matters. You're learning to say no to noise. You're learning to protect your energy. You're learning to listen to your inner world instead of the outer one. That's power. That's peace. That's awakening. There will be days when it feels lonely, when the world doesn't understand you, when you start questioning whether this path is worth it. But remember, loneliness is not a sign you're lost. It's a sign you've stepped away from the crowd. When everyone else is running in circles, it takes courage to stand still. It takes strength to pause and question the direction. It takes vision to walk a path few ever choose. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're unlearning what the world taught you to believe. You're rewriting your own story. You're no longer asking for permission to become who you are. That's not arrogance, that's awakening. That's consciousness rising. If you're hearing this, I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale purpose. Exhale fear, because right now you're standing at a crossroads. Behind you is everything that tried to break you. Ahead of you is everything you're destined to become. And the only thing between the two is choice. You can scroll away and return to the noise, or you can let this message sink deep into your bones. You can choose to forget, or you can choose to awaken. You see, the ones who make history are not the ones who were born special. They were ordinary people who simply stopped scrolling. They listened to that quiet pull inside and said, "There's more for me." And then they acted on it. So many people wait for a perfect moment, for a sign, for a miracle. But here's the truth. This is the sign. The miracle is that you're still here, still breathing, still capable of becoming everything you were meant to be. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stay awake, keep noticing, keep reflecting, keep choosing the harder, higher road. The moment you start to see differently, you begin to live differently. And once you start living consciously, the world opens up in ways you could never imagine. Opportunities begin to find you. People begin to align with you. Your energy shifts, your reality shifts, your life shifts. Because reality doesn't change when you get more. It changes when you become more. And right now, you're becoming. So don't run back to comfort. Don't silence your awakening. Don't convince yourself you're crazy for wanting more. You're not crazy. You're awake in a world that's asleep, and the awakened ones are the ones who change everything. If no one has told you lately, you're doing better than you think. Your growth might be invisible right now, but it's happening. Every time you choose patience, compassion, reflection, discipline, you are expanding beyond the 99%. You are aligning with something divine. You are remembering who you really are. And who you are is unstoppable. So when the doubt creeps in, when the fear whispers you're not enough, remind yourself, if you were truly ordinary, you wouldn't even be here right now. Ordinary people don't stop for messages like this. Ordinary people scroll past the truth because it makes them uncomfortable. But not you. You paused, you listened, and that single act just changed the entire direction of your life. So, hold onto that awareness, because from this moment on, you are no longer part of the noise. You are part of the awakening. You are part of the few who choose consciousness over chaos. You are part of the 1%. The rest of the world will keep scrolling, searching for something they'll never find. But you've already found it. It's not in the screen. It's not in the world. It's in you. And now that you've seen it, you can never unsee it. You are awake. You are aware. And you are ahead of 99%.